Okay, this is just a quick little demonstration. Oops. Okay. Triangulation. Let's reset real quick. Okay. So on the left joystick is Z up and down. You have to imagine just a floating point where the toe is, and the two controllers control where that floating point is, and the robot tries to figure out how to angle the three servos to where that point is, so it puts the toe right where that point is. And I have a readout here of the axis points of all three servos and the XYZ coordinates in space where the toe is. That's kind of what it looks like in memory. And I also have this is in radians, the angle for each servo, and also the PWM signal being outputted to the actual servo itself. So, and I can use select button to switch between legs. So I can move Z around, I can move X back and forth. Oops, I went too far under. And I can move Y around. And it tries to point the toe, you know, if I move in a straight line down, keeps the toe in that straight line. So for instance, I can get close to here. Oops. This is not easy to do with one hand. Can't quite reach that far. And then Z up and down. And X back and forth. You can see it kind of follows the box. How it, I still haven't gotten as far as when it gets to too far extreme ranges, but it does the best it can. the left legs, came across an interesting problem because so it uses a function called a tan 2, which is for calculating the angles, which starts at 0 is here, and then you have half pi and then pi here, and then 0, and then so like 6 o'clock would be negative half pi, and then almost 9 o'clock would be negative 3 pi. So right at that point, when it switches from negative 3 to positive 3, or negative pi to positive pi, the servo would, if you tried to go too far down, the servo would jump all the way back up because it was trying to go around. But I managed to fix that. So now it can go back and forth just fine. And for instance, if you watch the Coxa angle, goes all the way up to 3 and then flips over as it goes back and forth. So another little tricky challenge come across. All 6 legs are working. So my next step is, starting tomorrow, I'm going to be working on the balancing system, where it's actually going to start reading the sensors at the bottom of each toe and figuring out how to keep each toe on the ground. And it'll also be using the accelerometer, which it isn't using right now, but will be. And that's where I'm at so far.